Come on up in here. Hey, 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 what you got to say? Marianne. Marianne's cooking. I remember not too long ago, my mom showed me the ropes at the candy store. Okay, let me get started here. So I'm going to make this tamale pie, and I bought these tamales from Fresh. It's a store in Tyler who have these tamales right here. The ones on the top is jalapeno and cheese, and the ones on the bottom is the sirloin tamales. And we're going to be using some sharp cheddar cheese. I love the sharp cheddar cheese. We're going to be using some Wolf brand chili because I'm going to do this a different way. There's plenty of my supporters who know that I know how to make chili. But sometimes I do a little shortcut. When the kids are over and they having a little party and they want to eat some hot dogs and you don't want just the taste of that Wolf brand chili or the Hormel chili, I add hamburger meat to it. Enhance it. I want to enhance it and let it make it taste good. And I'm going to turn this into my own little chili. I have all those burger smashers, and I need to get me some more. I want my furniture. Everything out of storage so I can have all of everything that I had before. I feel like a lost kid in the neighborhood. So, hey Roxanne, Rodney, hey Sadie. So in this Ziploc bag, I have my chili powder seasoning, because I do have a chili powder seasoning, and I'm going to be adding that chili powder seasoning to this pan. I'm trying to do me a little video at the same time. So I'm going to add my chili powder seasoning. Oh yeah. It's going to give that canned chili to where you can't really taste the canned chili. So if the little kids are coming over for a little party, let them have it. Go ahead and do it. So now, what we're going to do, so we have our meat looking all good and everything like that. Let's see what you all talking about. Hey, y'all come on up in here and share the live. Share the live. Y'all know y'all know how they doing things. Share the live. If you're interested, share the live. Share it, share it. Hey, Linda Turner, Valerie Skidmore. I know, I do. They're in my storage. I was so mad when I went to my storage, and then I really thought I was getting ready to take some stuff out of my storage, and I realized that couch was in the way, and I just closed the storage door. There was nothing else that I can do. Nothing else that I can do or say. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to move you all back some. I can't wait. I'm not used to cooking like this. I need my house right. We're going to take that off. Well, let me get that off of there. I'm going to take that off of there. And then what I'm going to do is place, like this is the jalapeno cheese. I bought this from Fresh. These are tamales that I bought from Fresh, and I'm gonna take this off. That's the jalapeno cheese. So, and then this one right here is the sirloin jalapeno. I'm sorry, the sirloin. Put that there, and then we're gonna come here. I want to try to do like every other one, and then we're gonna come here, but I can't do. I still have a little pack over there. London, we love these tamales that they have at Fresh. I mean, like really good tamales. But I also buy tamales from a lady in Houston off of 45. Her tamales are also good. I've made this before on a live, and I'm just placing it down. I just want to place these here because I'm going to also put some of that chili mix at the bottom, but I just want to do it. I want to take these apart right now. Now I don't need to make much because it's just me. My daughter, they over there now. There's Candy Apple and them kids. They'll be ready to eat all this. I have my water boiling over here for my, so y'all see how I have that in there? Those tamales? I have some more here, but I think I have enough in there. I think I have enough because I don't need that much. I'm gonna actually place these back in the refrigerator. So then, now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna come back over here, and we're gonna add our chili to this right here. Our chili. I was looking for the Hormel, but they was out of the Hormel that I was looking for, and they only had the Hormel with the beans in it. I really don't like Wolf brand, but I'm transforming this into something that I want, not something that the next person wants. To me, I always said they chili look like dog food. I'm sorry. Did I say that? Did I say that? I'm sorry. It always looked like dog food to me. You like pork tamales, Gloria? Hey, Gloria Anderson. That's gonna be good. We're gonna see. I really never liked canned chili. But once I started adding the hamburger meat to it to enhance it, it's like, okay, this is what I'm doing here. And so what I'm going to do now is add some more of my chili powder seasoning. I knew I had some chili powder seasoning. I just didn't know where it was located. And I found it tonight. I said, let me get that. Because I've been using that other brand. And I said, no. So we have hamburger meat in here. And the kids, they gonna love it. They don't want to taste just no Wolf brand chili looking and tasting like dog food. I'm sorry. Did I say that? Exactly. Always thought that. Yes. It just looked like it's so mushy. So I thought of a way to enhance it, to make it at least try to come out to look a little better than what it appears to look like. Y'all excuse me. I got to get this off of here. Mm-hmm. I had to do it. I'm sorry. Darnell, you back? Exactly, Rose. That's why I never wanted. So then I came up with this deal, like a couple of years back when I took my grandkids. We all went to a hotel because we wanted to have fun, and they swam at the hotel and everything. And I made this chili, and I kept saying to myself, I bought the canned chili, and I said, no, I want to add something to this canned chili. And what I added to it was the hamburger meat. And like I said, I'm adding more of my Mad Burger seasoning. I know, right, Elder? But you gotta make it your own. You have to make it your own chili. That's what you have to do. You have to do your own. Hey, Elder. And add some seasoning to it. Fix it up a little bit. And baby, you gonna have a little chili right there. Let me see. Hold on. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, if I tell you all, it's a little spicy, but it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I need to spice up that heat some. Look at here, look at here. Canned chili right here. Tamales. Hey, Key, Dorothy, Mia White. Baby, I'm trying to make a little chili pie. And now, a lot of my supporters, they know I have made chili on my page plenty and many of times. So it's not like I don't know how to make chili. I'm just doing a little shortcut. A little shortcut. That's all. And you're going to do this the way you want to do it, how you want to do it, what time you want to do it. But it has a great taste to it. Tarshia. I know I don't like Hormel. I don't like Hormel, really. I don't like Wolf Brand either, really. I don't like Wolf Brand and I don't like Hormel. But the thing about it is, I was trying to figure out what I was going to cook tonight. I was going to do some orange chicken. But I'll do that not tomorrow, but the next day. I'll make the orange chicken with broccoli because I bought the broccoli already and I was going to do that this evening. But I ran out of time. And I said that's not going to be good for me to do that. So let me do something really quick and simple. Exactly, Mia. You know, so you know I can make that homemade chili. So I have it hot enough. Look at it. Y'all see that? So what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna turn the burner off. I'm gonna turn off the burner. And I'm gonna sit this right here because what I wanna do is I had the tamales sitting on here. Let me turn this burner off. Let's turn it this way. I don't like all that mess. Call me what you want to call me. So I want to take this out right here. That's what I'm going to do. Then what I'm going to do is turn around and get me a napkin so I can wipe my hand off. Because that chili is tasting good. Then what I'm going to do is take some of this chili. I have it off. And I'm going to place it on the bottom. Just a little bit for now. Oh, hold on, I gotta get that off of there. I didn't see that. Then I'm going to take the tamales. Hold on. We put a hole in this today. I'm going to add a little cheese. Now I'm going to take these tamales and place it on top. Back on top. Hey, Patricia. We're going to put this here like that. Just like that. Come here again. Come right here. And come right here. We're going to take the rest of this Hormel chili. Not the Hormel chili, but the Wolf brand. I have Hormel on my mind. And place it on top. And we're going to put this pan over here. And then we're going to come here. Now you know this got to go in the oven. We know this has to go in the oven. Now, I've made this before with my homemade chili. That was my first trial run with it, and it was really, really good. So, as long as I add me some hamburger meat to this and I add some flavor to it, and it's on and popping, and then we're just going to add some cheese at the top. Exactly, Felicia. It look good, Gloria. Okay, so now we're gonna wipe up. We're gonna wipe this off because we can't have all that. I don't like all that mess. I just don't see how people can just cook food and a food be just as messy as ever. Because the same way you put it in that pan. Now, if I leave all this around there while it's in the oven, it's gonna burn on the side. Y'all have to just excuse me because this is just a part of me. I'ma get it. I'll just leave that right there so you all can see what I'm talking about. See that right there? I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that just like that. I'm really trying to cover it up. Because if you wipe it off, it's gonna be pretty, just like you put it in there. It's gonna be pretty, and that's what I want. I like my food to be pretty. I don't know about the next person. And then we're gonna add some more cheese on top. Y'all know I'm a cheesehead. Because baby, when Curlin was putting that cheese in that food last night, I was like, ooh, yeah. I was like, yes. And I don't have cholesterol problems. I don't have no cholesterol, nothing. Because I don't eat it all the time. And I watch my portion of what I eat. So I can do this. I don't know. The next average person might not be able to do what I'm doing. But I know what I like. But you have to learn how to maintain what you like. Yes. Some people might call me weird. I'm not weird. I'm just picky. And so what we're going to do, we're going to put this in the oven. And we're going to let this bake. But before we do that, I want to cut me up an onion. While that's baking, we're going to cut up our onions and bell peppers. Not our bell peppers, but our onions and our green onions. And we're going to place this in the oven just like that. I like what I like. Exactly. I don't like all that mess all around. Because I'm telling you, you put it in there like that, it's going to be like that. It's going to come out just like that. Because once you put your food in the oven, it's going to come out a mess if you don't clean it up. And anyone that's been watching me for a long time, no, I've been doing this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So we're going to place this in the oven and let it do its thing while we come here we're going to cut up this onion right here. How about that? Mm-hmm. I'll be glad when I get my place finished, so you all can actually see me while I'm cooking. We're gonna come here. There's several ways you can cut onions. Tonight I just choose to cut it this way. See what we have here? Some perfectly cut onions. You might miss it. You might miss like one or two of them. Then we're gonna come here. They green onions didn't look too good to me today. Not at all. I had a couple of mishaps with these green onions. So we're going to sit that right over there to the side because we're going to put them onions on top of that. I washed these off. I don't want this part. What I want is the greenery because they had some jacked up green onions today. So I want to get that out the way. You love onions, so do I, Rita. Otessa, Corona, hey, Rose, Marie, Zach, I have to make it look like that, Zach. It's a habit for me. It is truly a habit for me. I don't like no sloppy food. Let's say neat freak. So we're going to take that, put that to the side, and I'm going to come here. Whew, that's looking good already. That's looking good. Now, I bought some oxtails today. They're not boiling yet over here. So I'm going to put the oxtails in the kidney beans. I like to buy these kidney beans right here. This brand right here. Because you can buy dark kidney beans and you can buy light kidney beans. Like, they had only this one today. And when I'm telling you about the dark and light kidney beans, they only had this one pack in there, so I needed another pack. So then I find this. So what they say, light red kidney beans. How about that? But I want this right here. This is what I want. They both still look the same color, so I could be one light and one red. I don't know. They be coming up with too much stuff for me. Too much. Just checking in. Hey, Roberta Platt. Hey, girl, hey. I got you, boo. See, I know that name. This, I think it's sitting on that table in there. I know it. I know that name. Yes, it is. I'm about to go see. Yes, the best being, Beverly. You purchased that brand before, Darnell? Hey, Kathy. You purchased that brand? I like that brand. That's my brand right there. All kidney beans are not the same. They are not the same. You can look at them and don't be like that. That other one right there is a cheap one, but I'm going to use all of this bag right here and probably less than a half of that other brand right there because it say light. So now what I want to do, I'm going to bring it out, and I want to add my bell peppers. I'm sorry, not bell peppers, my green onions and onions. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I love onions, so I'm going to place some of these onions on top so when I get ready to taste it, I'll be able to taste those onions. Okay? I want to taste it. I want to taste them onions. I'm an onion head also. I'm not only a cheese head, I'm an onion head. At home. So that's what I cut this up for. Is to place that on top. And I'm going to save me a little bit over here. In that little spot right there. And y'all see that? Who wants some? Yes. I see you. Mary Lou Lowe, Tiffany Washington, Gloria Anderson, Jay Roslin, Crown Jewel, Carolyn Williams said, I'm back, boo. love the way you cook. Thank you, Gail. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you all. I'm gonna put this back in the oven and I'm gonna show you all the shrimp that I bought earlier today that I'm gonna dehydrate. And finish making my shrimp powder seasoning. Hold on. Y'all hold on. I gotta give y'all something to look at. You gotta be able to look at something. God darn it, look at the cabinets. Look at the cabinets. So, I found these on sale today at H-E-B. I'm sorry, at Walmart. Cooked shrimp. This is the shrimp that I use when I dehydrate my shrimp, okay? You see how they look? So I'll take these and put these in my dehydrator. They had this bag right here, 41 to 60 per pound for $3.30. So do you think that I wasn't going to get these shrimps when I know I need these for my seasoning? I bought about 20 bags. About 20 bags, okay? And then I'll take and I'll dehydrate these. I'll put these in my dehydrator and I will, hold on. Let me show you. So, you see these? I can touch this right now because they gotta be rinsed off anyway. They look like this, okay? They look just like this. But they're cooked shrimp already. You see the pack? It says cooked shrimp, okay? But you'll never get my ingredients, okay? So I can show you this all day long, but you'll never get my ingredients. So hold on, because that's already, I need to get a napkin. Because I want to pull one out. So then, what looks like this will turn into this right here. Will turn into this. A dry shrimp. It's dry. This is dried, okay? Because I dehydrated this shrimp right here. And it turned out to be dry. And it's hard. So by it being hard, I can turn this into a powder. A powder. And then once I turn it into a powder, then I put my mixture of my seasoning ingredients into it. I could tell you this all day long, but unless you know how to follow what I'm telling you, which I'm not going to tell you the ingredients of on my seasoning, but this is what I have here. Dry shrimp. Okay, they are dry. They are dry. Yes, they are. And then it starts from here. So I bought a bunch of bags of these today because they was $3.30, and I'm probably gonna go back and get about 30 more bags tomorrow. And then I'm gonna make me a dry, continue to make my dry shrimp powder seasoning, homemade. I don't have time to play at all. One thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to do some research. I'm going to research. I'm going to see what I need to do. Ooh-wee. So that's what we have right there. We have a knife. A knife. We have my water. Texas. Texas. That's what I am. I'm in Texas. We have our cooked shrimp. We have our kidney beans. I love me some kidney beans. I don't even like pinto beans anymore. You go, girl. My shrimp powder seasoning comes in. Hey, Janice Johnson. My shrimp powder seasoning, because I make this homemade and I dehydrate, and it takes time to do that. So I sell my shrimp powder seasoning for $16.99 for 12 ounce, for a 12 ounce pouch. and a dehydrator. I'm going to tell you all, this is what I want to say. When I first started off with making seasoning, I had supporters, and I still have the supporters, okay, who invested in my dehydrators, okay? I bought my first dehydrator, and then I received 3 more dehydrators that came from my supporters. So, because they saw what I was doing and the real love about seasoning. And I know that people at these companies, they make this seasoning, they make it. But in my eyes, they don't know how to blend it and make it at the same time, to where it's going to give you the flavor and the smell. You can always go buy, what is that one seasoning? It's an all-purpose seasoning. It is so salty. And the first time I ever taste that seasoning, McCormick. It's by McCormick. I will never, ever, ever. I bought McCormick one time, maybe 2 times. And McCormick taught me a lesson when it came to salt. I don't like salt. You all don't see me cooking with salt. I cook with seasoning. Some people cook with salt and seasoning. Seasoning already have salt in it. So why would you cook with salt and seasoning? Baby, that seasoning it's by McCormick. Season all, yes. And exactly, Janice. I've never been a person that likes salt. I can't taste it. People go out and order margaritas. They ask you, oh, you want salt and sugar? Salt and sugar? Why I want sugar? I don't want the sugar, and I don't want the salt. Give me my margarita, and I'm only going to drink so much of it. MD, Razor, you're very suspect to me. You're very suspect. And when you become suspect to me, you get banned. MD, you get banned. Okay? That's why I'm saying now you're banned. Don't nobody have time to play with these scammers on social media. I don't understand why people just think that it's okay for them to do that. Judith, you never cook with salt. Exactly. That's why people deal with a lot of fluid, because they deal with the salt and they're not understanding. And I just had to tell my daughter Cherie, because what really got me is when she made the baked potatoes, and I saw her put salt on the girls' potato, their baked potato. Why are you putting salt on that baked potato? I never put salt on you all's food, so why are you putting salt? But I didn't say anything then, but I did say something the other day. And I told her, why are you introducing them to salt? So when it comes to kids, if you introduce them to the salt, then that's what they're gonna want. Lorries, yes. If you introduce them to the salt, then that's why most people in this world, because they've been introduced to salt. So that's why they have salt and pepper sitting on the table at the restaurant. And why they have it sitting up there? Because they want you all to eat it. Salt is not the key to your body. Leaving the salt alone is the key to your body. Look at the labels. on the back of these. Look at that. Check your facts back there. Check out your facts, calories. And this is, now, when it comes to Louisiana hot sauce, it says 0 calories, but you have your sodium. Your sodium is 200 grams of sodium. So that's one of the things that I pay attention to when it comes to why put something on and then you take it off. If you're gonna take it off, go and get off the page. We don't like people like that. Hey, Kimmy. Like someone came on my page last night, which I know that person was a troll. Why are you eating so late? I can eat any time that I want to eat because I know how to maintain myself. Some people don't know how to maintain themselves. But if some people sit back and really look at life, you will learn how to maintain yourself. Leave the sodas alone. And you'll see how much more. Exactly, Carolyn Williams. You will see how much more forgiveness that you give to your body. Not how somebody feel that they should do to your body. You want the forgiveness from your body because you are the one who see your body every day. I look at myself in the mirror every day. So if I see something that's not right, I'm the one who have to correct it. Not the ones on social media, not the ones that's in the streets, not the ones that's at the grocery store, not the ones that's at the airport. I have to correct myself before anybody else can correct me. And I do it all through the grace of God. Guide me in the right direction. Hold on. Oh, it's ready. It's ready. It's about to come out. I just needed to talk to you all a few minutes before I... Ooh! Let's turn the oven on. We have to guide ourselves. Look at it bubbling. Look at it. Look at that. When we know better, we do better. You are so welcome, Debbie Hogan. When we know better, we do better. And in order for us to do better, we have to know better. A lot of people will sit back and look at what I'm saying as criticizing the next person. No, because I had to learn myself. I really had to learn myself. I couldn't go off of what. I'm going to put just a little bit on this plate. Because I don't want much, but I'm going to give this to my grandkids tomorrow. I had to go off of what I feel, what my body feel, not what the next person feel about me. We all can sit back. Ooh. And look at the process. Look at that process right here. Who wants some? Who wants some? Baby. I keep telling you all, I'm not new to this, I'm true to it. So we're going to take this, and we're going to put it on there, just like that. And we're going to get us a little more of this chili that fell. And that's all we have tonight. That's all we have. Is this right here. That's all we have. Look at that. You need a square, Johnson Key. You need a square. Baby, I got you. And you all gonna follow this over here. Y'all know the routine. You're gonna follow this. I'm gonna eat a couple of bites off of this. And that's all I want. Just a couple of bites. Because I maintain. Hey Marla. Look at that. Y'all see how I made that chili out the can? And made it like this. Watch out there now. Let me get some more onions because I love the onions. And then we're going to take this. We're going to put them onions on there just like that. I'm going to take that. Hey, Deborah. And this is tamales that I brought from Fresh. Nah, I don't want no Wendy's chili. I'm good. I can make my own. I can do it myself. And it smells good. Especially with these onions. Ooh, and the raw onions too. Lynette Kelly Gordon. Lynette, you missed it too. How many of you all missed? Y'all came in late. Y'all got to drop down and give me 30. I'm coming back with that. Drop down and give me 30. I'm not a big restaurant like fast food. I'm not big with fast food. I'm gonna have to look that up. Rose. Hey, Candy Red. What's going on, Candy Red, girl? Somebody called me today and told me about the line from last night. Your daughter, when you went and picked them up, you got out of your bed. Whoo! And I went and looked at that live today. After she told me, she said, you got to go look at it. And I went and looked at it. And baby, I must have laughed so hard till it was unreal. You can't do, I'm not a big fast food eater. You love my earrings, thank you. Roberta said she had to watch the replay. It wasn't nothing but two cans of chili. But we can do shortcuts if we want to, because there's plenty of people that have seen me make homemade chili before. So I can make me some homemade chili. I just did a shortcut because I didn't want to do all that. So if we can shortcut, we can do it. They was off the chain, Candy. Oh my gosh. They was off the chain. They was off the chain. And why I have people, I was reading some of the comments, Candy Red. I was reading some of the comments from the picture I put up again of you and I. And people was on there saying, I miss Candy, I can't find her, blah, blah, this and that. I'm like, oh my gosh, she told me that. There's so many people that cannot find your page till it's unreal. And they can't find mine. But when I was reading those comments, I meant to go back and screenshot the people's names so that, and send it to you so you can see it. I may be able to go back and do it again. I don't know if I'll be able to find it because it's over 1,100 views on there and a whole bunch of comments. So, and hallelujah. You didn't see the picture? Oh, it's on there. It's on my page. From when I had the meet and greet and we were standing on those stairs looking like two gorgeous queens. Like we know everything. We got this. Uh-huh. Both of our legs were standing up. Baby, stop it. Exactly, Rose. This is so good. Yeah, I keep saying. I read a bunch of comments. I miss Candy Red. I can't find her. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, I love that photo of her and I. Candy Red had the most beautiful smile ever. And it's positive. I went back and I found that picture. But I was reading the comments, a few of the comments. I only read a few of them, but the ones that I did read, they were saying that they miss Candy Red and they haven't seen her in a while, and like they was lost. And they can't find her. Mm-hmm. You saw it, Tamika. You can't find a supporter group anymore. Look here, Darnell. I could never find a supporter group from the beginning. Every now and then, if someone posts in the supporter group, that's the only way that I can find it. So I don't even try to find it. It's not even a list on my page to where I can see the supporter group. Oh yes, Crown Jewel, I do. You know how they say you got to cut out the middleman? Crown, you have to cut out the middleman. I cut out the middle food, okay? Sodas, sugar, extra salt, Kool-Aid, excuse me, all the sweets. So if I can cut all that out, juice, all that, I'm going to be all right. Thank you, Cheryl Slack. Thank you. Oh, because you all clicked on her fake page and it blocked you all from being able to get. So let me see who just said that. Hold on, let me see who just said that. Where did it go? Darn it. Rita, so are you telling me you can't find Candy? You can't find her anymore? Dale Griggs, she is too funny. Don't let us get on the phone. We both. I'm a person. I love to laugh. I'm not getting ready to talk. That was a good picture. I love that picture of her and I. That's not only a good picture, it's a positive picture. Very positive. I don't have no napkins. Thank you, Marilyn. That's wonderful, Crown Jewel. Thank you. Baby, this is good. I'm going to eat one more bite. Maybe two more bites. I put a small amount on my plate tonight. But if you're going to get you some tamales, now you can make you some homemade chili if you want to. And you get you some tamales, and you add the chili on the bottom and the top. The bottom, I had a hard time trying to put that on there. You add the chili on the bottom and the top, add you some cheese, and you're gonna taste the tamale, you're gonna taste the chili, it's just, and I just opened up 2 cans of chili and got me some hamburger meat to enhance the chili. Because I'm not gonna lie to you all, canned chili to me look like dog food. So, and I just cannot take the dog food look. So I figured out a way how to enhance it. Let me add some of my chili powder seasoning and some hamburger meat. I always say, where there's a will, there's always a way. I'm taking all the cheese portion, and I'm done. Yeah, but everybody don't get that notification every time she's live. Everybody don't get the notification every time I'm live. It looks like Alpo, Darnell. Karen Jones, you gonna make the tamale pie soon? Thank you. I'm a cheesehead, so I'm trying to get all the cheese I can. I don't know how I became a cheesehead. Oh, from way back in the day. Hold on. Is Francis Phoebe on here? Because I got something to show her. From way back in the day. Where is it? Cat, you love tamale pie? Yeah, girl. Darnell said he needed tamale pie shipped out to him. I don't see Francis Phoebe on here tonight. Let me see if I see her. Francis, what you doing tonight? Well, you not on this live because you normally on here every night. Hold on, because I bought something especially for you. Yeah, I bought something especially. I ain't said especially. I said especially for her. I'm going to make this. Back in the day, from when I was a kid, I used to stop at the store and get 2 boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese. The thin ones. Y'all see how thin they are? And I bought 2 boxes. Francis, where are you? Real good. I used to get out of school and go get me 2 boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese. This is the old school Kraft macaroni and cheese. This is old school right here with the powder on the inside of it. Yeah, with the powder on the inside. And I used to add cheese to mine besides the powder. And then add me some pepper. Oh, you get our notifications, Valerie Skidmore. Sarah, you haven't had this in years. I'm going to make this for you all. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I bought 2 boxes. I told Francis Phoebe. Yeah, you the other Francis Phoebe been watching me for a long time. And I always talk about this box Kraft macaroni and cheese. But Francis, you still here, boo? You still here? I got you. Yeah, exactly. What Francis Phoebe doing tonight? Because she normally on here. Something must be going on. I'm going to have to get her phone number. Kathy Jones says she get her. Exactly, Candy Red. This the old school macaroni and cheese. We need to do this on a live one night. We need to do this, Candy Red. Old school macaroni and cheese. You know how much this box costs now? $1.24. Back then, when I was going to the store, when I was in elementary and middle school, this box cost probably 32 cents. It is $1.24 now. What the? That's why it was so easy, because I used to take my lunch and save my lunch money. I used to save my lunch money because I knew I was getting ready to get out of, I was going to get out of school, and I needed to stop and get the box macaroni and cheese. This right here, I had to get it. That's when I fell in love with macaroni and cheese. Then I started adding cheese to it. That's why I love cheese. That's why I'm a cheesehead. That's why I'm a cheesehead. Because I started adding cheese. Oh, you love you some with some hamburger meat. Yes, Curly Williams. Y'all know about that? Y'all people want to pretend. They just, okay, well, I'm a caterer now. I just do homemade macaroni and cheese. Oh, I just do just macaroni and cheese. They get the new age macaroni and cheese now. So you done went into the new age macaroni and cheese, and y'all want to forget about the Kraft box thin cut macaroni and cheese. Stop forgetting about the Kraft thin cut macaroni and cheese. Stop playing with them. No, but for real, one time I saw somebody I was at a catering event, and I was the caterer, but I didn't cook all the food. And the people had macaroni and cheese. They went old school with this box right here. I'm like, now, if I'm catering, I'm not going old school with no box of macaroni and cheese with the thin cut macaroni and cheese. I said thin cut. Take us all the way back. You like my earrings, Tammy? Baby, take us all the way back. This girl is talking about stop it. And when I saw that, I said, what the heck? I didn't say what the heck. I didn't say what the freak. I said, what the hell? Now, me catering an event, you will never see me bring this to an event at all. I'll bring it to my page and just have fun with it. But for me to cook this right here, them thin macaronis. You used to like the look, Curly Williams. I can only be as real as I want to be, because I'm still gonna eat me some of this right here. Y'all wait till I show y'all. Y'all wait. And then it has powder on the inside. The powdered cheese. It has powdered cheese on the inside. Powdered cheese on the inside. Y'all want to see? Because a lot of y'all might have forgot about it. I bet a lot of you forgot all about what this box was really representing some years back. Exactly, Dorothy Galvin. I don't like the flaming hot. I don't like all that kind of stuff right there. I don't like that. I saw that in the store today. When I picked these up, when I picked these 2 boxes up, and I picked them up on purpose. Hey, Roger Simmons. Hamburger. We're not going to talk about Hamburger Helper, Roger. Hamburger Helper will take us all the way to another level. Don't make me go to the store, Roderick, and go get the Hamburger Helper also. I'm going to take you all the way back to the old school days. Look at that. Let me close this box up, because I be snatched everything up out of here. It's powdered cheese in here. But I'm laughing about it right now. But back in the day, this was my go-to. Back in the day, this macaroni and cheese and the powder, y'all better stop playing. Darnell, you still have some in your cabinet. And then it say, on here it say, read the caption on here. If y'all don't get it right, tell me what the caption said. If anybody can tell me what the caption said, I'm going to send you a gift. I'm going to send you a gift. If anyone can tell me what the caption say on the front of this, I'm going to send you a gift. And don't go try to go Google it. Don't go try to Google it, because I'm going to know if you Googled it, because you're not going to, you shouldn't be able to find it, because this macaroni and cheese is old school. I was raised on it. What does the caption say on the front? Take us back. I love it. Hey, Colonel Williams. I'm going to give you all 2.5 seconds to tell me what the caption say on the front. Don't be trying to go. Add milk. Real cheese. It's not Kraft macaroni and cheese. Nope, y'all not close. Real cheese. Real cheese. Real cheese. Real cheese. Nope. Real. Nope. Real cheese. Why y'all keep saying real cheese? I'm telling y'all right now, it don't say real cheese. Nope, it don't say the date. Artificial cheese, it don't say artificial cheese. Real cheese. Real. Why y'all keep saying real cheese? I done already told y'all it's not real cheese. Add milk. Artificial cheese. Nope. The date. Nope. Y'all got about 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to let you know what it is. Quan, you say I play too much? If y'all was way back in the day, you should know what it say on the front. Way back in the day, powdered cheese, nope. Good, nope. No candy red, nope. Nope. Y'all got about 20 more seconds. Add milk, nope. Just add milk, nope. Powdered cheese, nope. Powdered cheese, nope. Cheese sauce, nope. Butter, nope. Generic, nope. The cheese, thick and creamy. Whoa! Who said that? Who said that? Elise said thick and creamy. Elise, you cheated. You cheated, Elise. You cheated. I know you did. You cheated, Elise. Because I know you don't have a box of macaroni and cheese in your cabinet, so how you going to know it say thick and creamy? Because that's exactly what it says. Thick and creamy. Elise, send me your information, your address, so I can send you a gift. Look at that. Thick and creamy. That's what it says. Elise, I know you cheated. You're a cheater. You cheated, Elise. Mary Garrett said it don't say anything. Elise, you was too quiet. But I'm going to go and give it to you. I already told y'all don't cheat and go look it up. Because not anybody that was in the old school family would have never known that it say thick and cream. Look at Deborah Moore talking about thick and cream. Wow. And it says it. It says thick. See what it says? Thick and creamy. Let me see if it's on the front of the box. It's not on the front of the box. It's on the front of the pack, but it's not on the front of the box. It's not on the front of the box. It's on here. At least send me your information, girl. Y'all play too much. I know how it's going to be. Janice Johnson, how in the heck is powdered cheese going to be thick and creamy? They need to stop playing with these boxes right here, for real. I'm going to do one on old school food one day, because this one right here was a good one. This was a good one. So, but I got to find something else old school that you all I'm not going to tell you all about. I'm not going to tell you all about what they had back in the day. Okay. I got another one for you all, but not tonight. I got to go get it first. I have to go get it. Trivial questions. What is it? That was fun, Sarah. Thank you. Anything that have to do with food, I'm like, come on now. You don't have to get it. And my eyes was glued on here. My eyes was glued tonight. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm like, hold on. Where them fans at? Hold on. Where them fans at? Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got my mac and cheese. Back in the day, it didn't have anything on it. Baby, I wish I had an old box from back in the day. Because I'm telling you, it was nothing for me to get out of school. We was living in California then. And it was nothing for me to get out of school and stop at the convenient corner store and go get me. And the box really didn't even look like this. They really enhanced the box. Like they enhanced this pack right here. Talking about thick and creamy. You know, one thing that I will never ask you all is what is my favorite rice? What's my favorite rice? I will never be able to ask you all about my favorite rice. Rice-A-Roni. I never did like Rice-A-Roni. Changed the box for sure. Yeah, they changed that box. Hamburger Helper's back in the day. Hamburger Helper is back in the day. Woo, but I can make a mean Hamburger Helper, bring that Hamburger Helper back to life. Exactly, wasn't nothing on it. I'm about to go Google it in a few minutes so I can see if Elise, I think you cheated Elise because no one shouldn't have gotten that one right. I told y'all not to Google. Exactly. Basmati rice. That's my rice. That's my rice. I would never be able, in a trivial question to you all, asking what is my favorite rice? No, Patricia, Jasmine rice. Now, take that back about 15 years. Take that about 7 years ago. I'm sorry, not 15 years, about 7 years ago. I got hipped on basmati rice. That is the best rice for me. Might not be the best rice for the next person, but I know what I love. Shake it. Not the shake and bake. Spam. Baby, we about to go back old school with some old school meals. You all inbox me with the old school meals. Cream of, I never did like cream of wheat. What about tapioca? What about, was it rice pudding or not bread pudding? I never really liked bread pudding. But I remember that time when I was living in my house, I made that bread pudding, that homemade bread pudding. I'm not going to lie, that homemade bread pudding was good. And I need to do another one. The best Hamburger Helper is original. And guess what? They don't even put the, hold on, let me see if they, oh, they just got real crazy. They used to put the noodles in a bag. And same thing with the Hamburger Helper. It don't even come in a bag anymore. It comes in just a box just like this. So all the bugs can get on the inside of it with no protection. So see how they make this now? It's just the noodles in the box. It's just the noodles in the box. I don't like rice pudding. Cream of wheat, I don't like that. I don't even like oatmeal. I don't like oatmeal. Anything that you have to put sugar in, I don't want it. Back in the day, we ate mush. Shifting cake mix. Old school goulash. Ooh, Lordy, have mercy. Oh my goodness. What is the meal that you all remember from back in the day that your mother or your father cooked and you don't like it anymore? Hold that thought. I gotta go potty. Oops. I gotta go pay my water bill. What is the meal back in the day that you didn't like what your mother or father cooked? Or what is the meal that your mother or father cooked and you really just didn't like it? Let me look out this door. Here we go now. My fan is in my bag. Liver and gravy, smothered chicken, Spanish rice, liver. I love me, and I still love me some grits. I sure do, Carol and Carol. Sardines. I'll eat me some sardines. I sure will. Oh, we're going to have to do some sardines one day. We're going to have to do some sardines. Chili mac. Buttermilk pie. What? I never had a buttermilk pie. Potted meat. What is that? Potted meat. I never heard of that. Now I know about the liver, because I'm going to make some liver one day. I love me some grits. Chow mein chicken. Now I make a good chow mein chicken. I make a good chow mein. I don't want the chow mein. I don't want the chicken in there. I made chow mein with the beef. But I ain't eat the beef out of there. I'm not really a big, I like to just cook for you all. But the food, I still love everything that my mother cooked. Collard greens, turnip greens, black-eyed peas, stuffing. We don't call it stuffing. We call it cornbread dressing. Not no stuffing. With the meat and the chicken. Cornbread dressing, boo. I'm not going to tell you who called it stuffing. I came from a big family. I like everything. That's right. Warm blood from roast beef. Huh? What is that? Warm blood from roast beef. I don't know about that right there. That don't sound right to me. That warm blood with roast beef. Thank you, Vaughn. Let me put it like this. Thank you, Vaughn. Quan, what you say? Hold on. Hamburger steak and gravy, yeah. Hog head, ooh, don't let me go to the store and get no hog head cheese. What about summer sauces? Edna. And I'm still throwing down. I don't have a cookbook. It takes so much time to do a cookbook. I wish I could. I wish I did have the time to do a cookbook. I really want a cookbook because I can really do it. But it takes so much time. No, Edna, thank you so much for being a long time supporter. I really thank you a whole lot. Because back then, that's when my grandson, man, and then we're not together anymore. I'm like 3 hours away from him now. And, you know, when kids start growing up, they get into other things in life, like video games and all that. That's one of the things that people have to take away from their kids, are video games, because they lose the concentration of what they was taught before video games became popular. And so now they think that video games is their way of life, but it's not. Video games, and you still have grown men that are with the video games. I can't do it. Liver. Oh, I love me some deer meat. I love deer sausage. I don't know nothing about that, Dorothy. That potted meat. I don't know nothing about that. That's new to me. and Valerie Skidmore said, "Just so nasty." Skid more. Exactly, Shirley. Video games is a new school, and it shouldn't be. Video games should never be the new school for any kid. Now, like my daughter, she will not allow her kids to be on those games and tablets. She has it to where she can shut their stuff off at a certain time. No, you're not doing it. Fried rabbit. Never had fried rabbit. Kathy Stewart. I've never had fried rabbit. Okra and tomato. I love okra and tomato. What you put a mad face by that for? Baby. Succotash and gravy. Oh, dear steak, hamburger. I remember. Yes, he always loved to cook with me. I love the talent, sometimes parents, they lose focus of frog legs. They lose focus of a child. And it's hard for me to say what I want to say. Ollie, why do you keep coming on here? You're not coming on my live at all. So why do you keep coming on here? Bye. They stopped teaching a lot of stuff. What in the heck is pig eggs? Tomatoes and rice. Who still eat rice with their breakfast in the morning? I used to love to eat me some rice with my breakfast. In fact, I might get up in the morning and make me some breakfast in the morning and add me some rice to it with some eggs. And I don't see if I have any pan sausage up in there or something. All right, Kimmy. Kimmy finding her way back to Candy Red. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, fried pork chop sandwich. I love me some pork chops. I try not to eat them too much, but I'm going to eat me a pork chop. Y'all better stop playing with me with them pork chops. I'll make me some pork chops. And I'm not even going to eat all the pork chop. I just want the fat around it. That's all I want. Y'all better stop playing. Give me all the fat around it. Fat from the oxtails and everything. Egg and rice. Yes. Yes. With some cornbread. I just saw a recipe today. I'm going to make, what is it called? Pancake cornbread. Ooh. I think I'm going to make that with my, look at Marla Holmes talking about eggs, rice, yes, and cornbread and milk. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, Marla. But I'm gonna make the pancake cornbread tomorrow with them beans. Who gonna be here when I make the pancake cornbread? I saw a recipe. The Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, Lordy. One thing I don't eat is that Spam. You don't eat that Spam. Back in the day, Carol, when I was a kid, I never liked Spam. It always had a distinct taste to it, okay? But there's a few times that I cooked it on social media just because it's social media. But for me really liking it, no, I don't. Karen, she said she loved the way I make my shrimp fried rice. I'm going to have to make some more shrimp fried rice again. And that orange chicken, I was going to make orange chicken tonight. If you all go back, and a lot of those videos are still on there from when I wasn't even getting paid from Facebook. And Chef Man and I, we were going live cooking all that food. And on my Marion Coles page, if you go on there, you'll see how I stuffed chicken wings with collard greens and macaroni and cheese. I showed you all how to debone the wing and to be able to stuff it. I showed so much on that page to where I wasn't getting paid at all on that page until I figured out I got to go to Marion's Amazing Catering. So I have lots of videos up under Marion Coles. If you all go to my Marion Coles page, you will see lots of videos. Stuff catfish with the cream cheese and the spinach, deep fried it. There's so many different recipes that I cooked on that page till it's unreal. And I'm going to make them chicken and dumplings. The Hawaiian pasta salad with Spam. Now, I'll never taste that. Quisha, hey. Quisha, you was around when I made the stuffed fish with the cream cheese and I deep fried it. Remember I put the toothpicks in there to hold it together? Baby, that's back in the day when not back in the day, but, on my Marion Coles page. Yeah. A lot of stuff that they showing on social media now, I did that. I been did that a long time ago. A long time ago. Mary Garrett, she said she remembered when I did the cap. Yep, the stuffed fish. Oh, and also when I made the fried grits with the shrimp on top of it. All of that is on that page. You just got to go way back. And gave money for the fish fryer. You sure did. Yep. And that was just like a big surprise to me. Because back then, I did so much cooking. I made orange chicken. What I would never do too much. You make the stuffed fish, Marla? Yes, and I know it was good. What I would never do too much was my boudin dip and my twice baked potato. And I just started, what am I going to do with the recipe? I don't have a cookbook. Let them cook it. You all can cook it. So I don't have to hide it. Only thing different when it comes to me and a lot of these videos that are out there, there's a lot of editing because it takes time to cook oxtails. It takes time. It takes time to cook beans. It takes time. We all know you cook a roast in the oven. It takes time to cook a roast in the oven. So what you see on a 90 second video or reel, there's some behind the scenes with that. So me going live with it and showing it, but there's some things that I still can't show. We're still going to get it. You're still going to get the whole thing. You're still going to get the understanding, because you can show a person the ingredients opposed to showing a person on live and actually showing how you're actually making it, opposed to doing a 90 second reel and, oh, you got this, you got that. I'm going to put this, I'm going to put that in there. You used to always fry. You used to always feed. Yes, feed the less fortunate. I love to feed. I would always love to feed the less fortunate. Unfortunately, until I find my way here, I haven't seen a lot of homeless people here where I live now. I've seen them, but not a lot. There's probably a store I can go to up the street and find, but they sell food from out of there. So, but my main thing back then too, Chef Man and I wanted to teach them, the experience of what goes on with a person that doesn't have a home like they have. And to be grateful that you have a home to live in, because there's some people that just don't have it. Some people lost their way in life a long time ago. And they have family. We all have family. But some of the homeless people or the less fortunate people, it's not like they don't have family. It's just that they got caught up into something different to where they don't even want to see family again. They just want to live the life that they live. And they just want to remember in some way or some shape or some form who they were back then. People that live under bridges, they live on the streets, they live in tents. I would give everything to feed them. I will feed them, because that's what I wanted to do from the bottom of my heart. Already gone. Thank you. Hey, Shirley Faye Burrell, my boo. Hey, girl. Hey, sis. I want to feed them from the bottom of my heart. I want to give. I love to give. I love to give. My mom said way back in the day when we were kids, never to go to anyone's house empty-handed. If you go to someone's house and they have an event, you better take a dish with you. Take a dish with you. I don't care if it's some deviled eggs. I don't care if it's just some sandwiches. Take it with you. Because what you don't want is a person to look at you as someone like a freeloader. Take some potato salad. Who made the potato salad? Take something in your hand when you go to an event, to someone, your family member. I don't care if it's your family member or not. Because they talk about you too. They're going to talk about, Sally Sue Marie Carroll came over here and we had the whole table lined up with everything. Came empty-handed. There's so many family members that have come empty-handed because they and don't have a baby shower. The ones that don't bring gifts, or the ones that just really never care. I don't care if you go to the dollar store. Go find a gift to take to someone. Go find a gift. Even if you have to get it out the dollar store, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. And you'll have your own relative Cat talking about, I remember the tomahawk steak looked so good. Thank you. You have your own relative that you've been so close to, so close to. And when it's time for something to come up, they can have an event all day long and they want somebody to come and praise them. But the minute that you have something, they can't see the light. They might not even show up. And then if they do show up, they not going to bring nothing. My mom always said, don't go empty-handed, okay? Even if it's a baby shower. Back in the day, I didn't have the money to even take a gift to anyone. But I still took one. Because of what I was taught way back in the day. Exactly, Shirley. Exactly. It could be a go-to plate where I say no, but I'm going to eat my own food. I'm going to eat my own. Many less fortunate people had great homes. People lose control. And I was just saying this earlier on my live earlier. When you are with and you're dealing with so many people in your life, sometimes the crowd that you're dealing with is not the crowd that you need to be with. And hanging around too many people that do too many things, hey, it'll make you do too many things and something that you don't want to do. No one could ever lead me in a direction that I don't want to be in. Vanessa's still around. I talked to Vanessa about 4 months ago. We don't. Vanessa's still around, and you know I'm not in Houston anymore, so. And a lot of people don't care about coming empty-handed. You want to know why they don't care about coming empty-handed? It's because they was never taught not to come empty-handed. And then they will be the first ones that's going to make them a plate, 2 plates, 3 plates, 4 plates, 5 plates. I don't care how much food a person takes from me. I really don't. I just know what my mom told me. Don't go anywhere empty-handed. I will feed you until I can't feed you anymore and tell you I can have all this food just sitting up and lined up, and I'm going to tell you, take a plate with you, because I never wanted the food left in my refrigerator. I never wanted all that extra food. Some people have to be left behind. Quan. When someone passed away, take something over to the family house. That's me right there. That's me right there. It was one time I got off of work late. And it bothered me so bad I can't remember exactly where I was going and who house I was going to. And I got off of work late, and it bothered me so bad because I didn't have time to stop. I didn't have time to stop, and I couldn't cook anything and to stop and buy something to eat. So I saw a store open. When I saw that store open, I went inside the store and I bought a plant. To me, that plant was just as good as taking a plate or a dish. But I refused to go over there with nothing in my hand. I had to. That's just me. Some people, exactly, Janice Johnson, some people are taught and some are just moochers. Hey, Sharon Frank, girl. Hey, girl. Walking in the door and already knowing what they're going to pick up. Common courtesy. That is, hey, Karen LeBlanc, hey, Karen, Mary Garrett. That is, Karen LeBlanc, that is common courtesy. But some people don't understand about the word courtesy. And they don't know what common is. So if you put both of them together, common courtesy, they're not going to be able to understand that. Only thing they're going to be able to understand is, I'm going to someone's house that has food. And I don't care. I will feed you. But still and yet, I've always been taught. My mom said a lot of things when we were growing up that I paid attention to. I actually did pay attention to a lot of things that she was saying. Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. That being said, I don't care if you're with a significant other. I don't care if you're with your husband. You don't always have to let them know exactly what you're doing. Do it. When people sit back and let the next person know what they're doing on a day-to-day basis, is because they are insecure. Let your body, mind, and soul be free. And you watch how free your relationship is going to be. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. My mom said, never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. And for that to be said, for me to say that is, when I was raising my daughters, my oldest daughter, she's actually from Maryland. So her dad lived in Maryland. Her dad was paying child support when I married my 3 youngest daughters' dad, okay? And I listened to what my mom said. Never let the left hand know what the right hand is always doing, okay? So when my oldest daughter, dad, he was paying child support, maybe 2 times. I let their dad know that he was paying child support, that child support was coming in. But that wasn't a good thing for me to do. So for a while he stopped. But then when he started back, I kept that to myself. Because some things you have to keep to yourself. You don't have to always just let a person know just what's going on in your life. You don't have to, when you go to the toilet, you don't have to let your significant other know that you're going to the toilet. If you're going to go take a shower, you don't have to let that significant other know that you're going to take that shower. That means that you're giving them all, and he's giving you, or you giving that person all the time in the day to know your every move. I don't ever want anyone to know my every move. That's why I'm gonna say it just like that, like this. That's why I'm so fancy free. Because I will never give a man the opportunity to know exactly what I'm doing. You want to know why? Because I'm independent and I can carry my own grounds. So when you're independent and you can carry your own grounds, that means that you do not have to accept what you don't need to accept in life. Carry you and not everybody else. And that's what I do. I'm not doing it. My mom said it. I see you, Shirley Faye Burrell. Okay, facts for the people in the back. Richard Brown, right. So a lot of things that I did in life, I sat back and I looked. We got to look. So if you see a homeless people on the street, do you feel like you want to do the same thing that homeless person is doing? You see somebody out there doing drugs So do you want to sit back and do drugs just like them and you see what it's doing to that person? No. If you see someone stealing, do you want to spend your life stealing because you see someone else stealing? Because they may have gotten away with it 1, 2, maybe 4 times? Because there's always going to be a time that God is only going to let you make that mistake so many times, and He only going to let you make that mistake so many times. And He going to put it in your head. You should have it in your head to where I done made this mistake all these times. It's time for me to do right. Some people just don't get it. Some people just going to continue to do the same thing. They're just going to continue to try to hurt people. They're going to continue to even try to hurt themselves. They're going to continue just to be an ignorant person, or they're going to continue to think that they have the upper hand on you, or they're just going to continue to steal. They're going to continue. There's so many other things that I really want to say, but I don't want Facebook to shut my live off. So I have something, it's all about, you got to think before you talk. So I have to be careful about what I'm saying on social media and with certain words that I really want to say. I really want to say. Exactly, Shirley. Thank you. Yeah, this a lot that I want to say, because sometimes in life people don't get it. They don't understand. They don't understand. When you see a homeless person, a less fortunate person out there on the streets, there's a reason why they're out there. They've been hurt. Something came over them. They hung around the wrong people. They've been around the wrong crowd. They did this. They got in a position to where they can't even handle themselves. But how do people get into those positions? I always believe this. You got to be humble. You don't have to just stay and be by yourself, but stay away from a whole crowd of people. Because if you hanging around with all these different, because everybody have different personalities. Everyone has different personalities. And this person over here, Sally Sue Jr., may have something going on right here, and David Carter may have something going on right there, and Kathy Mugga may have something going on here that you never experienced or you never knew, because sometimes people hide things. They hide things that you don't know about. But if you pay attention, because God give us all senses to pay attention, sometimes He'll put us in a person's life just so we can see for ourselves. But instead of some people seeing for ourselves, they start seeing for others. And when they start seeing for others, they can't even see for themselves. Exactly, Barbary. They can't even see for themselves. But the minute I have to choose the words that come out of my mouth. Okay, I have to choose, and sometimes I have to choose a subject that I talk about, because if I talk about a subject and a person don't like it, they'll take and run with it. But you know what? If I talk about a subject and I done seen that and done that, not done it, but I have seen that and been around that, that's all the reason why for me to be who I am here today. See, when you work for a job and you work all over the city And you have seen so many people. You've seen homeless people. You have seen people fighting outside their home. You've seen so much. I remember one time when I first got hired on with the department that I'm in. And I'm such a dominant person when it comes to work, okay? And I was on the radio, and I had to go. Me and my contractors and we had to go to a job. And the job that we went to, I ended up having to call dispatch because my contractors needed to turn off the person's water, and they went to the person's door to let the person know that they needed to repair a line over there. And they went to all these people's doors, and this one person was so ignorant till it was unreal. So then my contractors, they came to me. I'm new, right? I'm new to the job. New. And I'm like, okay. So I go over there, and the guy started threatening me. He said, I just come up out the military, and I'm ready to blow a person's head off and all that. It immediately, I called dispatch. I told him I need a police officer out here. Really. Because I'm scared. I just started in this department. And I didn't know how to handle that at all. And that man said he threatened me. He threatened the contractors. He said he was going to kill us all. So when a person tell you that, you better pay attention to it. Only thing I can do was walk away. I got in my truck and I drove around the corner because I did not want to be in the midst of that. And the person in the dispatch, you know how you can call 911 and it take them so long to get to what you're trying to tell them and not understanding. Instead of just sending someone, this guy was still threatening everyone. Because the contractor, I always had two phones. So the contractor, I'm calling the police on one phone, calling dispatch on one phone, and dispatch is calling them, and baby. So I pull my truck back around, and I look around the corner because I'm telling you, I'm scared. And I look around the corner. That guy was outside. He was waving his gun everywhere. He said he's in the military. He'll do this. He'll do that. He'll kill everybody. So almost by the time I got to that corner, I can hear sirens. And the police was coming. That was the biggest relief and the worst thing that I ever went through with dealing with customers on a job. And I'm new. But because I took myself out of that equation and being around that person, because this man had a gun. He was ready to do whatever he wanted to do to anybody. He said he just came out the military and no one is turning off his water. No one is doing this. No one is doing that. I'm like, I'm so scared. I have never been scared in my whole life. And just starting off at a job and going through something like that. I could have lost my life that day. PTS is real. I could have lost my life that day. The contractors could have lost their life that day. But because I got out of Dodge. I wasn't staying over there. I left. I left that job site and went around the corner and finished talking to dispatch on the phone. You can't make me stay somewhere where there's violence like that, where someone is threatening to kill you because you need to turn their water off. I'm not turning the water off. The contractors are turning it off. So when they go and they talk to the residents about, turning their water off, this dude, he got belligerent. Who does that? So I'm gonna get ready to get off of here. I love talking about things. I gotta go. Antoinette, I'm good. This was like, I was with the city of Houston for 25 and a half years. Okay. So I retired in 2019 from my job. So that happened, and I did 25 and a half years with the city. So that happened probably right at my 9th year with the city. Right at my 9th year. And I always worked in an office prior to going out there working with the contractors and the customers like that. I was always an indoor customer person because I worked in purchasing before I became an inspector. I worked in purchasing. I used to buy for the city of Houston, buy all their materials, okay, for all the recreation centers, for this, that, from Office Depot, from any company that was out there, I was buying for them. And then I just got this wild hair. Let me go on to this other department. That's when it was time for me to make a move. And God knew it was time for me to make a move because he already knew. But that's another subject. I already talked about that. But I'm going to get ready to get off of here. I can just tell you, right? I see. I can just tell you how good God is. God is good. You pay attention to him, he going to pay attention to you. That's just the bottom line. If you're trying to go and you know that the devil worked 24 hours a day and the devil will ride people's back. If you allow that devil to ride your back, he gonna ride your back. He gonna ride it all the way. But I'm gonna get off of here because I'm getting sleepy. I've been up since early this morning. And no, Antoinette, because my grandkids messed up. I can still get on. I can get on and look at TikTok from my page and view it. But my grandkids messed my TikTok page up. So I'm waiting on this guy, this IT guy, to get back with me so that he can help me, see if he can help me get back into TikTok. So I used to love her. I was gaining all the big followers on TikTok. I would cook on there from time to time. I always played my concert when I first started off with TikTok. I always played Frankie Beverly when Frankie was living and all that, and sang my little songs and all that good stuff. I'm still sitting at almost 15,000 followers on TikTok. If they wouldn't have messed me up, I'd probably be up to about 50,000. Even though some people have way more than that get on a day-to-day basis, I don't. But that's why I haven't been on TikTok. I tried the other day to put to see if I can get in there into TikTok, and whatever they did, it has something to do with an email address because it shows on the email address is different. But they say TikTok is about to go away again, so I'm not going to keep on. I'm not going to wreck my brains. But I'm okay. I'm here. I'm trying to still do some uploading. Okay, Antoinette. Because you was following me on TikTok, Antoinette. Is that where you started following me from? So, I'm going to get off of here. I got to get up and I want to say I have 6 more bundles, unless I forgot about a couple of people. I wish you can come. It's called this my meet and greet now is called mini meet greet. It's called a mini meet greet because that means it's not gonna be many people there. Mini meet greet. Mini. That's small. So I'm trying to find a place that can hold at least 20 to 30, maybe 40 people in the Airbnb, and that's all I can handle. If not, I can do 30. And but the good thing about this mini meet is that everyone there will have the whole weekend there. They will be able to get the pleasure of eating breakfast, our snacks, and then dinner, and then breakfast, swimming pool, just having a good time. Just a lovely, great menu. Oh, okay. It was around the time when Frankie Beverly passed away. Baby, let me tell you something about him, and then I promise you all I got to get off of here. Frankie Beverly was my boo. And anyone that watched me on social media, I always said he was my boyfriend. I always said I would have loved to rock his world. I always loved me some Frankie Beverly. Even the times that I had the opportunity to see him backstage and take pictures with him, take pictures with his wardrobe. Here today, I still listen to my Frankie. He's never going to leave my mind because he brought so much joy to me also when it came to music. And I tell people, music is life and life is music. You just have to pay attention to the words that are coming out of the artist's mouth because it's something that they done been there and done that. Oh, I would have had so much fun. Hey, fun is fun. Fun is fun. So I'm going to get ready to get off of here. I'm going to get ready to, I got to get up in the morning. I got to call the guy about my cabinets tomorrow and see when he's going to get back over here. I need to get some things done. I've been gone for 3 days and it's time for me to Oh, wow. You don't want to rock anybody's world, Antoinette. You just want to be able to do good things in life. You don't want to rock anybody's world. You got to be spacious on who world you want to rock. Because it can be a good person, it can be a bad person. I don't want to rock anybody's world like that at all. What I want to do is be mindful. And be mindful of my surroundings and to pay attention. So with that being said, you got to be careful what you're saying. When you say, I just want to rock at this point, I want to rock anyone's world. Because you can have a scammer on here and see what you put on there, and that scammer will get with you or send you a message, and then you became their world. So when you got to be careful with saying things like that on social media, because there's a lot of people out here that's looking for someone to say something like that. And after, my biggest thing is go find you somebody else to play with. So you just have to be careful and choose the words that we're typing. Yeah, I understand that, Antoinette. Sometimes you say things to make people laugh, but you got to look at this. We are on social media. So when you put stuff like that on social media, you say things like that, you're giving that next person, those scammers, the opportunity to hurry up and send you a message. I just speak real life. And that's more to protect you than anything else. So I'm going to say good night. They don't want to see you. You're nothing to play with. I wouldn't even give them the time of day. They don't want to see me. I can't stand those scammers. But what I'm going to say is good night. Sleep tight. Don't let nothing bite. Boo. I got to go. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let nothing bite. Boo. I thank you all so much for tuning in to our beautiful, loving, amazing love bugs. One thing I'm not is a slacker. I believe it. Thank you all so much for tuning in to our, not mine, but our amazing love bugs. I appreciate you all so much for your support, your support, your support, your support. So now, with that being said, I'm getting ready to say good night again, and we're going to say sleep tight and don't let nothing bite. Good night, everyone. Have a good night.